Number 1. First of all, the fundamental things we're missing in customization. That being, like, suspension tuning. What if you want to lower your car or camber your car, depending on the spec, depending on whatever? Vanity suspension tuning. It would have to be vanity, because if it did actually affect the handling of vehicles, then, well, there would just be one specific lower height that everyone would do it to, and then that would be it. We need vanity, like visual only suspension height tuning. 2, while I'm still here in customization, we need the number plates. Why do we still not have number plates? I think there's a tweet from ages ago with Fergus, the guy who runs the crew, the Ivory Tower. He talked about wanting number plates in the game. How do we still not have number plates in the game if the guy who runs the game wants number plates in the game? 3, this? What the hell's going on? Is my GPU dying? I believe this is a my GPU issue, not a the Crew Motorfest issue. What's going on, boys? My name is Sid, and this is the antithesis video to the video I made the other day. The video titled Motorfest is better than Forza Horizon 5. Well, this video is all the different things that Motorfest needs to lock in on, that Motorfest absolutely gets demolished on compared to Forza Horizon 5 and the Forza franchise. So yes, while all of you were going yesterday, oh my god, Sid, I can't believe it, you know, how much did they pay you to make this video? Oh, bloody hell, shit up. The plan was always to talk about what they did better, but then now, give some criticism on what they should actually look at from Forza and go, it'd be nice if we had that. Number 3, the drifting. I made a whole video talking about the drifting in the Crew Motorfest versus Forza Horizon 5, and I think the drifting in Motorfest, if I had to bullet point it, like really make it the basic points without making you watch that whole other video, the drifting in this game feels more like unbound driving. It doesn't feel like you're freestyle drifting. It just feels like you're sliding on your way to one place from the other place. Like, it's a point A to point B drifting. A drift while you drive, rather than put you in an open area and the car really feel free to drift around in circles or around some stuff. So much so, they literally put in a difficulty setting that actually aids the car in sliding around. There you go. See? Look at this. Before you go whining and moaning, I just turned off traction control. And again, look. Is this gonna catch me when I'm drifting around it? It is not. Not the way that the one in the Hoonigan place do. Number 4, the car list. And look, I know yesterday I said that, oh, the crew has better cars or whatever. Car variety. The crew absolutely does have better car variety. But car list? Just the list of cars? Well, that's Forza. Forza has more, flat out. And an interesting thing that someone brought up in my comments was they were like, oh, Forza brings more niche cars. And yeah, I guess that's true. The crew cars are often just like big hype things often. They definitely bring in some niche manufacturers here and there, like Noble. But Forza just does a lot more, like that car you've never heard of, road car that like 5 people are really hyped about. So yes, if we could get more and more cars, just like basic cars, it'd be nice. Instead of getting the 50th exotic hypercar. Woo, I love when we get another exotic hypercar. Yay, it's just so fun that we keep getting exotic hypercar after exotic hypercar. I would like to quickly make an announcement. Be ready for midnight on Wednesday, as in the beginning of Wednesday, midnight UK time. Around then, probably a little later, I will be doing a Jetathon. I will be live streaming, yes, I'm ruining my sleep cycle just for this. I will be live streaming from the addition of the jet till I have the jet completely maxed out. Oh, do I say it? Oh, with a nitrochemist set. Yeah, sure, why not? Do stay tuned for the Jetathon. Begins Tuesday night, Wednesday morning-ish, around that time. Probably a couple hours before the jet gets added. Because prepare for the Jetathon! Number 5, and this one is the one I feel the most passionate about, and that is a race creator. I think this game desperately needs a race creator. Forza's race creator system is one of the best things they've ever done, and one of the best things that's happened to the racing game sphere is people being able to use props and road parts and grass parts and whatever. Props is the big one. Because the Crew 2, look, the Crew 2 had a race creator. It technically did. But the race creator in the Crew 2 was just checkpoints. That's all it was. It was just checkpoints. Which was interesting for, like, the little bit that it could be. Whereas a race creator like Forza's, is it the playground creator or the... I forget the name. But the crazy stuff that people make in the Forza race creator... God, could you imagine? Could you imagine having actual props that you can place around? Like, letting people, like, make playlists? Their own playlists? Letting people make, I don't know, Grand Race routes or Demo Royale zones? Letting people have full control of all the different type of events. Not just races like this, but time attacks. Or outrun the clocks. Or anything. Switching specs midway through the race. A race creator would thrive in this game if it was actually able to be in-depth with props, with hitboxes, all of that. Forza's race creator system is levels above, and I just really wish we had something like that. If I had to really claw into one thing, if I could only say one thing from Forza that Forza does better than the Crew that we need, is the race creator. And I would take that over anything else in a heartbeat. But I guess I'm also looking at this from a content creator perspective, because a race creator would absolutely mean boatloads of new content. I mean, could you imagine the kind of stuff people could make? And the videos? I mean, people are putting, like, mini Japan maps in Forza. I'd love something like that. Number 6? Was it? The graphics. Now, obviously, the subjective part about graphics, you could prefer Motorfest graphics. I mean, even right now, you can see this weird, dreary light that it has on. They clearly like stylizing more. They actually prefer, like, having a specific style rather than just going for that photorealism. But if you want to look at it objectively, like, as a matter of fact, there's no denying Forza has better graphics. It's sharper, it's more photorealistic, which is, to be fair, to remove subjectivity to it, the photorealism is what people look for when it comes to graphics. So yeah, undeniably Forza's got better graphics. But while I'm talking about subjectivity, I'm not going to bring up something like the physics, because those really are fully subjective. The party game modes, my word, the party game modes. What is it called? I love them. The, like, infected and I think it's like a capture the flag type one, and there's a couple others, stuff like that. And it makes me think of the Crew 1's party game modes. Ooh, I'm rusty. The party game modes in Forza, I really, if I had to have a second on my list of things that I want from Forza in the Crew Motorfest, it would be those party game modes, because they are the infected. I'm trying to remember what there is. There's like the capture the flag, and I think there's one more. The Crew 1 also has like an elimination mode where it's a race. Everyone has lives, and at slowly shortening time intervals, you lose one of your lives if you're at the very back of the grid until everyone's gone. Wait, where did I take damage? What? I'm such an idiot. How did I... Ow. I really am rusty. I mean, I don't want to be in this longer than this clip anyway, so... That was stupid. I am low on damage, and he's not, and okay, this was... How rusty can I get? But I guess that extends to the PvP. Now, I don't know much about the racing, so I can't comment on the racing. But I can comment on... What the hell was that? Why didn't I get any points for that? Oh, hello. But I guess, yeah, that extends to PvP. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, and the timer's gonna lapse, and then I get more damage. I wasn't even looking at the map. I am rusty. I used to be the king of DR. Number 7, I think? The lobby sizes. My word, just the lobbies in general. I mean, come on now. Oh, are we getting? There is, like... Okay. Let me stop myself from being this worked up, okay? There's no point in getting as worked up as I'm currently getting. All right, cool. Let me take a deep breath. Okay. the lobbies. How are we playing a game called The Crew, and you can't have a crew with more than 3 other people, and you can't have lobbies more than 8 other people? And mind you, the custom show is actually more than 8 people. Did you know that? Did you know that in the custom show you can get up to 29 people in a lobby? I bet you didn't. Well, you can. Yet still in the open world, there's only 20... There's only 8 people. 8 people per thing. And the thing is, you can't even get all 8 people. You can't get all of those 8 people into a lobby. All 8 people control. You can only control 4 of the people that are in your lobby. Like, come on now. Come on. No. It's really annoying. It's one of the biggest things that is just like private lobbies, bigger crews, bigger lobbies. Not in that order, but those things. Cause please. Number 8. Cross-platform play. Now, the PvP is cross-platform in the Crew Motorfest. These 2 things are cross-platform. That's because those 2 things run on servers. That's why they can change stuff about the Grand Race without doing an update and instead just doing a maintenance. But I mean, cross-platform in the open world, you can play, like, you can't even get in a crew, right? If you want to play the Grand Race or the Grand Race or Demolition Royale, right? Even if only those 2 things were going to stay cross-platform, you can't even make a crew to play them together. You can't make a crew to play the cross-platform thing together, because making a crew is still not cross-platform, even if the PvP itself is. Open world cross-platform, and this has been brought up before, but obviously this whole video is about what Forza does better, and that is a big one. Cause I mean, come on now. Number 8, I think? Maybe 9 actually. The engine swaps. I know this is going all the way back to customization, and I talked about in my last video how the engine swaps in Motorfest are a different system, and in some ways a better system, but in some ways a better system means in some ways a worse system, because some people just want to actually swap an engine. But, oh wait, what the hell? I'm in a race with Tommy from Wally. Okay, well, he's about to get bodied. Damn it, I did not mean to be in an intense grand race against Tommy from Wally in the middle of recording video. Okay, now why am I now driving bad? I did this same route in another video while recording, and I was like a bajillion miles ahead. Now I'm driving bad because everyone who's watching Tommy's stream is actually good. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't select my cars. Wait, I have no idea what I'm gonna be in. It's because why are they all in the Liberty Walk BMW? Ow. I have no idea what I'm going to be in the last zone. Oh, I wasn't paying attention because I didn't expect to be in this race for this long. And now I'm losing ground. Okay, well, now I give up. Game bloody stuttered. Number, oh my god, what even is it? 9, I think? Is it even 9? Who knows at this point? I've lost the plot. But number 9, I know I said I wouldn't get subjective on some of these things, but this is something to consider. For full transparency on this next point, I don't see this as a negative, okay? Forza gives you a lot of stuff very early. While Motorfest is definitely the grinders game, where the custom mode and, you know, the challenges and the summit requires parts and money every week and stuff like that, and you have goals that you want to do. I mean, it's literally, it's a known thing that Forza will just chuck everything at you the moment you turn on the game. You could play the game for a couple hours, and all of a sudden you've got 3 hypercars, 4 supercars, 20 ultra cars, and 50 super duper cars. And the wheel spins are always handing you stuff, and of course they do adjust that every now and then, but some people do prefer that. There has been people who go, Motorfest is too grindy of a game. I prefer to just have stuff. So I guess look at it this way. Forza is more of the sandbox, because they just give you stuff rather than having to work for stuff, I suppose, right? Now, is this something that I think Motorfest should cater to? No. Okay, see, this is why you know what? I shouldn't have even brought up a subjective point like this. I shouldn't have. Wait, how am I missing the biggest one? The biggest one? 10. Number 10. Look, I'm just gonna say it's number 10. I mean, of course. Houses. We don't have houses in the Crew Motorfest, and it's just so... I don't know, it just feels something so fundamentally missing. Especially given even the Crew 2 had a house and a second house, and the Crew 2 had plans to add more houses because you can see the same house assets all over the map in like Dallas and Las Vegas and Chicago. There was gonna be so many houses in the Crew 2. And, well, regardless, the Crew 2 still at least had 2 houses, the Season Pass house and the base house. But Motorfest doesn't have houses. Like, proper houses. One where we can park our cars up, or, you know, close off this area and... Okay, now this isn't something Forza does, this is just me fanfictioning. But, you know, locking off this area, maybe you invite people to your house and then everyone can, like, park up in this area, and it makes a little, like, local car meet kind of thing. And, you know, there's some big houses, there's some rich people houses, there's some, like, out of the city, out of the way houses. There is, like, there's so many different types of houses, especially in a game like the Crew Motorfest, where all the houses in this game, like, actually make sense. Like, they logistically make sense. They are laid out well. They're designed amazingly. Like, the amount of detail on just all of the city infrastructure in this game, I mean, come on now. It just is houses. Houses, houses, houses. It shouldn't even just count for number 10. It should count for number 11 through 20. Because, come on. Come on. That is not the house of someone who owns it. Look, it's not a bad house. It's not a bad house. It's not the house of someone who owns a Koenigsegg Gemera concept version, not even the production version. The mainstream ability. Now, this isn't really anyone's fault, is it? I don't know. The mainstream ability, I mean, when you say racing game to someone, they think Forza. I think it's been that for a very, very long time. I don't know if I'm the only one who experiences that. Like, let me explain to you this way, right? I go to networking events, you know, like YouTube invited me to one. I have networked at car meets and stuff, and I even, you know, the car meet that I was at officially, Petrol Hedonism, where I filmed with all those people. Those events, I am always going. Always! I'm going. I'm a YouTuber, I play racing games. Oh, which game? Oh, the Crew Motorfest. It's a Forza competitor. And then they go, oh. And I know, this one I'm being a little silly. I'm pulling your leg a little bit on this one. It is just, I do always have, the mainstream ability, Forza really does have market dominance. If you say old racing game, it's Need for Speed. If you say current racing game, it's Forza. Now, I don't think this is really a blight on the Crew Motorfest. This is more of a goal for the Crew Motorfest. It would be nice if the Crew Motorfest made it more mainstream. I think that's what Motorfest compared to the Crew 2 was. I was thinking back to the Crew 2 the other day, and I was like, some people had heard of it when I talk about it, some people hadn't, but, you know, I was a Crew 2 content creator, so the game, you know, had a reason to be brought up when it was in relation to my channel and whatnot. But, like, looking at the Crew 2, it was like, I can see why this game just about can't make that push for mainstream. But, you know, the Crew Motorfest, you've got the official Top Gear accounts and stuff writing articles about the Crew Motorfest, so it's like, it's definitely more so, it's definitely closer, it's definitely trying more, but Forza absolutely has the Crew Motorfest when it comes to mainstream ability. And that's unfortunate, but absolutely something Forza does better than Crew Motorfest. Wait, did I even say number 11 for that one? Did I? I might have done. I don't remember. Number 12, the photo mode. Now, there's a lot about the photo mode in Motorfest that is good. I mean, this rewind feature. This rewinding through the last 5 minutes of everything you've done is golden. Absolutely golden. One of the best features in any racing game. Photo mode. And I used to say that the Crew had the best photo mode of any racing game. And then Forza started to improve. Then Forza finally added the weather system changing. And there's interesting thing that Forza's added that is actually better, like the putting the character outside and posing them up outside of the car, and it's a bit harder to grasp if you're not a photography guy, but the Cruise is definitely a bit more accessible, but there's definitely missing features, and I think that's something that should be looked into. But more so, way more so, number 13. 13? Oh my god, are we even on 13? I literally just said the number for the last one. I think it's 13. The livery creator. The livery creator in the Crew Motorfest. Even though people are able to make some amazing liveries, there's no doubt that this system is look, there's a lot good about Motorfest. But if there was one system that I had to say has been broken since the beginning of the entire game and still is in a completely broken and unworkable state, it would be the livery creator system. The livery creator system, at this point, honestly, at this point, genuinely needs a full overhaul. You look at some of the stuff that people are able to do in Forza, and then you times that by 20 hours, and actually they have to stop at a certain minute because the livery creator stops working. And that's those same liveries in Motorfest. Like, come on now. And, oh, I forgot that they made the liveries that you can't change the material of liveries now, so I have to replace all of my liveries that are matte. Oh, please, livery creators, stop making your liveries matte. I think that's it. So I think I'll leave the rest for the comment section, and I'm gonna end it on the same point that I ended my previous one on. The thing about all of this is that these games really differentiate who they're for. I've tried to keep this video more so the, like, fundamentally worse things than Forza that the crew should probably focus on. Not the things that just differentiate what type of player plays the games. Because if you're a car guy, if you right now said to me, I'm a car guy, like, I don't really play video games, or maybe I only play FIFA or GTA. I'm just a car guy. I'm a mechanic or whatever. Or even not even. Maybe I don't have a job to do with mechanics or anything. Just only really care about cars. I'd probably recommend Forza. But yes, personally, I prefer Motorfest. And I feel that where Forza is for the car guy, Motorfest is more for the car game guy. And I think you have all right to prefer either, neither, or both.